Thank you for joining us on Trenton Talks with your host, Gerald Trueheart. We're here with Trenton Public Schools, Trenton Board of Education, our Assistant Superintendent of Secondaries, Hope Grant. We have our principal of the Trenton Central High School, Mary Courtney. We have our athletic director, Sharron Grady, and our parent coordinator, home liaison, Denise Crease, with us this evening. And we have a discussion around two important topics for our parents and for our students. The first is on the new turf field, which has been completed, I understand. And we're also going to talk about fall sports. That's under our athletic director, Ms. Sharron Grady, our homecoming festivities and our homecoming game, which is coming up on October the 8th. And our second segment, we're going to have Principal Mary Courtney. She's going to share on Spirit Week activities, college preparation, as well as school reminders and protocols that are important to our students and to our parents. Hope Grant, once you get us started, Hope Grant, with our broadcast this evening. Hope? No. Okay, all right. Sharron Grady, we're going to ask you a couple questions first. We'll start with you, with our athletic director. Can you share us some information about our turf field and where we stand with our turf field, and also with the lighting and also a sports overview for our fall sports? Thank you.
Okay, good evening or good afternoon, everyone. Just to get you informed about what's going on at Trenton Central High School and the athletic programs, we did install a brand new turf athletic field this year. This has been a long time coming. We started planning this, I want to say, at least 10 years ago. There were a few people with me that we thought that this would be awesome for our student athletes. And it seems like it has taken 10 years for it to come into fruition. So all year long, Dwayne Mosley and myself, we've been meeting with the installers of turf field. And we came up with a plan, and they wanted to know what I was looking for. And so I did a little homework, got a couple of people with me to look at what the best fields look like aesthetically, and how they would be, how it would be the best thing for our kids to use for sports and for physical education classes, because we use it for that as well. So we came up with the idea and of having our same tornado that we have in the gym. We pretty much picked that up and put it right in the center on the 50-yard line of the football field. And we thought this would be an awesome display of unity of all of our sports. And our field is absolutely awesome. What we did do, we put down what we call play cool. And this play cool is put on the field so it is never hot. I don't care how hot it gets outside. Our kids are going to always be cool. They will not get dehydrated from playing on a hot turf field. You used to hear about little pellets of black rubber back in the day, but we decided that we were going to go with the best. And we decided to do this cool play, which makes sure that when you're on that field, you're getting the cool air is coming up, it is coming up from the actual turf. So that was really an accomplishment we all really enjoy. The first game we had, I told them, I said, you know, we have a game September the 1st, and I want that field to be ready. And no one believed that it was going to be ready, but they kept telling me, we will have it ready for you. I said, we have nowhere else to play. And believe it or not, when game time came in September, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of September, we were ready, and the field was ready for us. Now we have put up a brand new fence around the field. If you come there now, it is a beautiful black fence that has been put up brand new, and with new gates that have been put up for security reasons, along with looking really nice and keeping everything really in a really nice, good shape. And now we're putting up the lights. They started the installation of the lights yesterday. They have 2 of the poles up. And if I'm not mistaken, we're supposed to have 20 to 22 heads on each pole. So that's going to make it really bright out with whatever is going on the field or in that area, not necessarily on the field. So, it's really exciting time. We're hoping for all of that to be done in the next week or so. We've also ordered a really big digital scoreboard. And the scoreboard you'll be able to see every play that is going on the field on the scoreboard. With the scoreboard, it has not been installed yet. They were back ordered, so we're expecting that to be up probably not until January. However, it can be used for other sports. So we're looking to use that for our track. And we're putting down a brand new track as soon as football season is over. So we're doing a whole overhaul of the whole athletic complex. So we will get a new track at the end of October, as well as a new tennis court at the end of October, as soon as football season is over. So we're looking good, and we're looking to really take care of these things, keeping it just for our student athletes, because we know that once things go down, once they get destroyed, that it is going to be very hard to replace. So we're going to do the best we can to keep it in perfect shape for our student athletes here at Trenton Central High School. Moving on, we're hoping to one day be able to turf all the other fields, so the other athletes will have the same pride and facility as the football team and the soccer teams.
That's good work. I know that our kids are very excited about it. Football players, I'm sure, are very excited about it. And a new track coming, new tennis courts coming, very much needed. I know our kids are excited about also having lights, being able to play under the lights. I mean, maybe that will happen in next season. Not sure if that's something that can happen this season in terms of the football, but certainly next season. And as you can answer the question, is that's something that could possibly may be able to happen under the lights this season. I know the schedule's probably been already crafted and in order, but perhaps next year under the lights for our football team to play at Trenton Central High School home game at night.
Possibly, yes.
And can you share on that digital display? Now, is that something that is permanent?
Yes, yes.
So, and is it like NFL replay? Well, we see replay?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is massive. And you can see everything. We will have sponsorships all around it. That people will be able to sponsor a section of the scoreboard, but it will be digital display. You can look at the a past play that has happened. And yes, it's going to be really, really, really exciting and nice to see. Yep.
You're talking about somebody, people cheering and having something to say. I have not seen that in any other stadium. Yeah. High school stadium.
Right.
In this Mercer County area. We'll be one of the first to have the scoreboard in the digital replay.
Absolutely. I've seen it down in Vineland. Actually, we played down there and we couldn't believe it. We were looking, it was like looking at a television. It was awesome. But I know a lot of schools in the Texas, Georgia, in that area, they have the digital display for their football fields and soccer fields. And like I said, we purchased what we call the huddle. The huddle is it is a system where students can go on and watch games, watch their play, athletes can go on. And we've purchased that for all of our student athletes so they can see themselves while they're playing. Well, this huddle is going to be transpired onto this scoreboard. And everything that the kids are doing that game, you will be able to see. The same thing for soccer, girls soccer, boys soccer, for track and field for all sports that are played outside on the football field. Then we have the same thing that is going to be on the inside. It won't be the scoreboard, but we will have the same huddle system that you would be able, the kids can go on television and look at everything, their plays, they can move it back and watch after the game is over. So it's exciting, yeah.
So how have the football players responded to what has been some of their feedback from the football field and the turf field, not only the players, but the coaches as well? What has been some of the feedback you received from the coaches and the players?
Well, they are very happy, and we believe that our kids deserve it. We believe that they deserve the best. They've gone to many schools who have turf, and it's over the years, it's like, wow, we wish we had this at our school, and now they have the opportunity. Everything is being given to them. We're trying to do it top notch with excellence, and that's the same thing that we're expecting from them. So we have some work to do with the kids. We're still coming off of COVID. I know a lot of people think COVID is over, but the effect that it has taken on all of our kids, emotionally, socially, and we can see it as well out on the playing field. Even though they needed it, we can definitely see it. So we have a long way to go with them, but I have some devoted, committed coaches, loyal, who are working tirelessly. You can't pay them enough for the work that they do inside here in the building, and when they leave. They don't just leave the athletes and go home. They take a part of them with them. They feed them, they buy cleats for them, they do everything that they can to make them comfortable in the space that they're in. So the kids are happy. The coaches are ecstatic. And they tell them all the time, look what you have. And the first day that I went out there, when the kids were allowed to get on the turf, I just went to take a look and took a few pictures. Quite a few of them came over and was just saying, thank you so much. Oh, we are so happy. Can you thank whoever helped do this? They were really excited and happy that we all thought enough of them to do something this big for the city and for the school.
Yes, indeed. We want to thank the mayor, Mr. Reed Gutierrez, as well, the city of Trenton, for funding the turf field through capital projects. That was something that we've been fighting. We fought for years to get, and finally we're able to bring it to fruition so that our students and athletes will have an awesome stadium and athletic complex to play in and be proud of.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Ms. Grady. Can you share us on our fall sports overview and some teams and records, as well as the upcoming games?
Well, our football team has been struggling a bit this year. We lost some awesome athletes last year, and we knew we would have a uphill battle. And so we have lots of young kids. Every day we have some ninth graders that are like 400 pounds coming out to be a part of the team, but they're young and they have not played before. And this is the first really full year where kids are coming back after 3 years and saying, okay, I'm ready. I want to be a part of it. And so my coaching staff they're working, like I said, they're committed, taking the kids where they need to go to prepare them for, and letting them know just what playing sports and what this can do for you later. And so kids they're coming out. Football team is struggling, as I said, right now, but we expect to do really well for homecoming. And we have a game this Saturday. Notre Dame comes in to our house this year, where we have the turf this year. We have everything that we've always had to go over there to see. So they're coming to us on Saturday. And then our soccer team, boys soccer team, they are monsters. They are really doing an awesome job. They beat West Windsor Plainsboro. They beat Ewing. They've really been doing really great things. Our JV boys soccer team is undefeated. So we have a lot to look forward to. And our freshmen, I think they probably have won about 4 out of 5 games. So we're really coming up in the next couple of years. We're expecting big things out of those teams. Our girls soccer team, who is playing here now as we speak, they are coming along. They're struggling quite a bit with getting the numbers. So we had a camp this summer, hoping we would get a lot of kids out. So they're finally just coming back. Like I said, we had those sports, but everybody didn't come back. So this year's the year that they're finally feeling a little more comfortable about coming back after 3 years of dealing with COVID. They're coming back and they aren't quite as fearful as they were the past couple of years. And then we have cross country, which has they're competing. They really get themselves ready for indoor and for spring track, where they really show their stuff. So the numbers have increased quite a bit. We have quite a few girls, quite a few boys. I mean, we're filling up the buses with teams like cross country and girls tennis, who's doing an awesome job as well. So that pretty much rounds out our fall sports. And you had asked about homecoming, the games. For homecoming, we are playing Hopewell Valley. It will be October the 8th. Hopewell Valley will be coming in. This year, they have about, I heard, 28 seniors. So they're coming in with a very strong program after we beat them last year on their homecoming game at their house. So we had strong seniors last year. So they're coming, but our kids are ready. They're ready for the fight. We have kids who are telling us right now, don't feel bad. We're going to bring it up. We're going to bring it through. We're going to do it for you guys. So I'm expecting great things from the football team. And I'd like to say that we're planning on that day. I had invited back 2 of our athletes from Trenton Central High School to be the grand marshals. I went to Miss Courtney and I said, Mary, we've got to have these guys back to be our grand marshals. And she said, oh my gosh, yes, we definitely. So we were getting Narcisco Crook. He is the Major League Baseball player for the Chicago Cubs, and Jair Brown, who is playing for Penn State. And we wanted to bring those guys back to be our grand marshals. Tig, as we call Jair, he will be here because they have a bye week at Penn State. But Narcisco, they're playing. The Cubs are playing now. He is in season, so he will not be able to make it this year. But we are all excited to have Jair Brown to come back and to speak to our kids. He comes often to let our kids know that he came from the same place. He was doing the same things, but he had a vision, he had goals, and he's now trying to come back and give back to our kids to let them know what they can do. So we're just excited about everything that's going to happen on that weekend. I've been meeting with Miss Courtney constantly. We talk almost every day about some of the expectations, what we would like to see happen between the school and the fields and the teams and everything that we want to see happen. So we're excited. We're really excited about the whole homecoming time for our students.
Thank you so much, Sharron Grady, our athletic director, Trenton Public Schools. We thank you for the update on our turf field, the lights, and the new fields, new track installation coming, and new tennis courts are coming. A new digital scoreboard with replay capabilities is coming. We're looking forward to getting the word out about people sponsoring, being sponsors of that scoreboard, and the new fence around for security and safety reasons. I mean, our sports complex is really coming together. A big investment in our kids and in our facilities to provide our students and our faculty and staff in sports and teachers with the utmost and great excellent facility to work in. So Denise, we have any announcements, Denise?
Yes, we do. Hello, everyone. My name is Denise Crease. I am the district's parent coordinator and homeless liaison for the entire school district. And currently we are in our second week of our Parent Connect educational series. Our goal is to support the home and school connection for our families so that they can feel fully supported, to feel empowered to lead through their child's education by navigating resources. We're focusing on various topics such as mental health, navigating community resources, healing and engagement approach with supporting parent-to-parent networking. So this week we have invited Task Trenton Area Soup Kitchen, and they will be talking about food insecurity, how their program supports food insecurity, what adult educational programs they have to offer the community. And they're also doing a free bag giveaway. So again, that's going to be every Tuesday with a different topic, different conversation with a community agency, or our program manager, Brenda Diaz, will be facilitating some support group sessions for families to feel more connected with parent-to-parent support. So that is every Tuesday at the Board of Education building, 108 North Clinton Avenue from 5 to 7 p.m. Dinner is provided and childcare is provided by our wonderful paraprofessionals. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me at 609-656-4900. And my extension is 5670. Once again, for our listeners, 609-656-4900, extension 5670. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Denise. Mary Courtney, our principal of the Trenton Central High School, as I like to affectionately call it. And I didn't come up with that. I got that from Hope Grant, the Trenton Central High School. I remember Cope would always say that when she was always excited about Trenton and about Trenton High as a former principal and now assistant superintendent of secondaries. And Mary Courtney, principal of the Trenton Central High School, welcome to the broadcast. I love you, appreciate your work and your ethics over at Trenton High. And you're going to share with us about Spirit Week activities, college preparation, and as well as school reminders and protocols for our parents and our students. So can you share with us in those particular topical areas?
Absolutely.
Ms. Courtney,
So,
thank you.
Spirit Week is the first week in October. It is from October 3rd to the 7th, with it all culminating with the homecoming game on October 8th, as Mrs. Grady said. So we are sharing this information out with all the schools in the district. We want everybody to participate. Monday is Twin Day. So find someone in the school or someone in the district to be your twin. You can go from head to toe, or it could just be a matching shirt. Tuesday is dress up day. So we want our kids, put something nice on, something that's outside their regular school clothes. So we'll do dress up day on Tuesday. Wednesday is the infamous well-loved pajama day. We all love a great pajama day. So feel free to come in with your slippers, your robes, your pajama pants. The kids always enjoy that. They usually wear like a onesie or some sort. Thursday is a throwback to the 80s. So it's going to be 80s day. So we expect to see everybody dressed in their 80s. Some of us still have some 80s things in our closet. So just go ahead and pull something out and wear that on Thursday. And then Friday is red and black day. So we can show our tornado pride. We will be having a pet rally for our seniors that Friday, but the whole school will be participating in red and black, just so we can show our support for our football team on that Saturday. Saturday is the parade. Our lineup is at 10:30. The parade is scheduled to start at 11:30 with the game beginning at 1. We are asking people to participate in the parade. We did send the link out. We'll make sure it goes out to the district for schools and different organizations to participate in the parade. The more, the better. We want to be able to be throughout the neighborhood, throughout the community. We want everyone to participate and just join in the celebration. And then that evening, we also have vendors, at the homecoming game, we'll have vendors. So if you have an organization that would like to be represented, if you would like to sell something, if you would just like to have, voter registration, whatever that is, we have tables available. They can reach out to either my vice principal, Ms. Deirdre Brown, or Ms. Monifa Harrison, who is overseeing that, or Ms. Crystal Feliciano, who's also on the homecoming committee. And then that evening, we will have a homecoming dance for our 10th through 12th graders at Trenton Central High School and also Daylight Twilight High School. And that is Spirit Week. It will be a time of fun and a lot of energy.
I want to come to that Spirit Week myself. Shoot, all that excitement. I want to be pajama day and 80s day. I remember I grew up in the 80s. I graduated high school 84. So I still have some of those, well, maybe some of those clothes around. Maybe my son can grab some of my clothes and come into the high school as a senior at Trenton Central High School. What's the route for the parade?
So I don't know. Mr. Brent probably knows off the top of her head. I always have to look at the route. Ms. Grant, do you remember right off the top of your head?
So we exit out of the back gate, make a left onto Hamilton. We go about 2 or 3 blocks down on Hamilton. So I'm not sure if it's Dayton or Quinton that we make another left on. We go all the way down to East State Street. We make a left on East State Street. I think when we get to East State Street, we're right in front of PJ Hill. So that's kind of the area that we're in. Make a left at East State Street. We see all of our friends on East State Street and then get all the way down and make another left onto Chambers. And we bring it on home with another left onto Greenwood Avenue and into the front gate on Greenwood Avenue.
That's a nice route. We passed like at least 2 of our schools. We passed Hedgepeth Williams too, right?
We don't necessarily pass in front of it, but we are in the vicinity of it. Yes.
Right on the sides, it's like over here to
yes.
If you know the area, right?
Yeah.
To the left. That's the nice route. Is that the typical route every year?
That's the route every
year. Okay, good. That's awesome. And you have opportunities for vendors and for folks to come and participate in the parade. I'm sure those links are going out. Folks, we want you to be there and participate in the parade as well as our homecoming activities. And also, yes.
And also let me say that anyone in the community that wants to participate in Spirit Week, if you want to do Spirit Week at your own job and dress up in the Spirit Week celebration and send pictures into Trenton High and post them on social media, you know, that tornado spirit is all over. So you don't just have to be at Trenton High to have the tornado spirit and participate in Spirit Week.
That's a great idea. I love that concept and idea. That's a great idea. Wonderful idea. So Mary, with the time that we have left, you want to share with us about college preparation for our seniors and probably for our juniors with the PSAT as well, and some school reminders and protocols for our students and parents?
Absolutely. So when it comes to college, we're doing a twofold thing. We're actually doing college and career. So the October 12th is our college assessment day. And so our 10th and 11th graders will be taking the PSAT during the school day, and the 12th graders will be taking the SAT. We are scheduled to have a reduced day. They'll be getting out about 1 o'clock, but all students in the building will be testing for those particular assessments. In addition, we are also having our Ivy League / selective college night on October 20th. And so those students that will receive an invitation will be invited to come to that night so they can have one-on-one time with some admission officers and just hear some information regarding certain colleges. We're also going to have our EOF Mercer County Community College Fair on October 21st, just so we can get our students applying and getting that process started with them, at least at the community college level, so they at least have something in their back pocket. We'll be doing a parent cafe on October 27th, which at 5:30. And that the focus for that parent cafe will be FAFSA. So we'll be walking our parents through the whole financial aid process. That will be taking place on October 27th. And as far as career is concerned, last Friday, I believe that was the 23rd, we hosted a trades assembly. So Ms. Feliciano and I had conversations. She was very instrumental in getting the various trades to come to the building. And so we had about 9 to 10 different trades that came to the building. And we brought our juniors and our seniors down 4th block. And they were able to get in front of the Painters and Allied Trades Union, the Carpenters Local 254, the Electrical Workers Local 269, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union and Iron Workers and some other unions that were there. And they were able to, like, number one, just hear about what's out there, but also then they had tables set up and the students were able to go to the table and actually get that information in their hand and find out what the next steps are. So many times, kids hear things, but to actually get them in front of the individuals and say, okay, this is what you need to do. Here's this information. You don't need a college degree in order to have a career in one of these trades. And so we had many students who were very interested and they were excited about it. And so we're looking forward to actually trying to bring them back a little bit later in the school year so that we can just have that follow-up of what's next out that we're, later in the school year. So that's for college and assessment.
Miss Courtney, just to go back, so you said Parent Cafe, October 27th, from what time to what time, and who do parents contact if they want to attend the session?
Okay, Parent Cafe, October 27th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. They can contact my vice principal, Miss Deirdre Brown. If you email her, that's de.brown@trenton.k12.nj.us, or they can also email me if they would like to email me. That's M. Courtney and the rest of it.
Miss Courtney, can you also give them ways that they can find Trenton High through social media?
Absolutely. So we're all over social media. You can follow, us at Trenton High on Facebook. You can follow us at TCHS Tornado Watch on Instagram. Each of our SLCs have their own Instagram page. So we have TCHS_HP, that's health professions. We have TCHS_communications for our school communications. We have TCHS STEM. We have, who am I missing? TCHS VPA, and I'm missing R&B, TCHS R&B. We're all on social media. We have not started back with Twitter. Still trying to get my handle on Twitter. But as soon as I get that situated, we'll be on Twitter too.
So you each have, is it one big Facebook page for everything? And then the separate Instagram pages for each SLC?
Yes, we have one TCHS Facebook, we have one TCHS Instagram, and then each SLC has their own Instagram.
Good, good.
And I'll tell you, if you're not following Trenton High on Instagram, you are missing out on a lot of fun. They post and really celebrate and highlight everything that's happening at Trenton High, and it really is a fun page to watch.
Awesome. Miss Courtney, if you could put the handles in the chat, and then I will add it to our Facebook for our viewers and listeners, okay?
Absolutely. All right. And then just some school reminders. I like to always remind parents, going back to what Mrs. Grady said, we have tons of sports and clubs after school. Your child should be involved in something after school. We want to make sure kids are not just coming to school and then going home. There's too much happening at the school for them not to be involved in something. If you have any questions about clubs or activities, please feel free to reach out to us. We will make sure that we give you the listing. There's anything your child can think of that they might be interested in. I'm positive we have a club that is associated with it. And so we want to make sure that we share that with our parents. Some reminders: school starts at 7:30. So we want to make sure that students are in school by 7:30. School dismisses at 2 o'clock. So if it's not a reduced day, your child should not be coming home before 2 o'clock. So we just want to make sure that parents are aware of that. TCHS is not an open campus, which means that students are not allowed to leave for lunch. So please make sure, if you would like your child to bring some food, they can always bring a packed lunch into the building, but we do not allow them to leave to go outside for lunch. And I believe ID cards. I know parents had questions about ID cards. We have started the process with the ID cards. We're starting with our 10th graders. And so we're working our way up to the upper grades. So I believe those are some of just the main. And school attendance, we want to make sure students are coming to school every day. Please, please, please make sure your child is coming to school every day. If your child is sick or your child has tested positive for COVID, it is important that you or your student email one of the one of our school nurses. We will put the email addresses for the nurses in the Google Classroom for each class. We have that also. So tell your child to go to the Google Classroom. The email for the nurses will be there. You need to provide evidence of the positive test. so that the nurses can code the attendance for medical. So that's extremely important for the student's attendance to be marked medical. We must have the parent or the child reach out to the nurse with the evidence of the positive test. And I believe that's it. And I'll get those handles to you, Denise.
I have one question. So do students get IDs every year, or can they use if they have their ID from the previous year, is it a new ID every year, every time they go to another grade level?
No, the students can use the same ID. The only students that we're trying to figure it out right now are the kids who came from Tanga to Trenton High, because it's a different school. But our 10th through 12th graders, they can use the exact same ID. The only thing we have, because they're teenagers, is usually they don't want to use the same picture. They're like, we want to try, we want a different picture.
I hear you.
Yeah. But the ID itself will work. And they will need the ID for attending games and all of those types of things.
And also there's not college, but the yearbook pictures, right? For seniors that I think it's the same week as the week of homecoming, the week after homecoming. They can sign up for pictures. And last year they had picture taken too, but they probably want new pictures.
That is what we're finding. Yeah. So any senior who did not take a picture, or any senior who wants to retake their picture, they were instructed to, those pictures are next week, and they had to go on the website, the yearbook website. I believe it's ouryearbook.com, ouryear.com, excuse me. And they have to enter the code, which is 80, schedule their appointment, and then they will be able to take their senior pictures for the yearbook.
Excellent, excellent. Any questions for the good of the order? Denise, do you have any closing questions?
No questions. I checked Facebook. Our audience is just giving lots of hearts and likes, so we are good to close out.
All right, we want to thank Hope Grant, our assistant superintendent for secondary. So grateful for the work that you're doing in central office, and all the work that you did within the district over the years, right?
Yes.
Sharron,
I actually
Sharron, Grady.
think
You have a closing
Grady
comment?
may have a quick announcement.
Go ahead.
Announcement, quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ms.
Just
Grady.
want to let the community and everyone know that in order to come to the football game, which is homecoming, the price for students $2, and the price for adults $3. Students and senior citizens $2. Okay.
And these students must have an ID, correct?
The students must have their ID. They are checking for ID, so we want to make sure they all have theirs. Ms. Courtney?
Yes, ma'am.
Just remember, they need their ID.
So Les, I want to reiterate that for everyone listening. If you are a high school student and you do not present your Trenton Public School ID, you will not get into the homecoming game.
Right.
And there is a cutoff point for tickets. The
Yes.
cutoff point for tickets is to come in, Ms. Grady?
We usually shut it down after the third quarter. Fourth quarter, we normally shut it down, and it depends. We listen to the police department as well. They usually look around, and if they feel that we have an overflow, they will tell me beforehand. But normally we shut it down after third quarter. Yes.
We want
So
to make
get
sure
there
that
early.
we want to make sure we have a fun and safe homecoming.
Yes.
So if you are not in the game, you cannot be on the ground
Right.
of Trenton High School.
Absolutely.
So there's no hanging out in the parking lot. We want to make sure that everyone is enjoying the game and that we are cheering and celebrating our team. Thank you.
That's right.
You're welcome. Great announcement. Great announcement. Thank you, Sharron Grady, our athletic director, Trenton Public Schools, our principal of the Trenton Central High School, Mary Courtney. Thank you so much for being part of our broadcast. Denise Crease, parent and homeless liaison and parent coordinator for Trenton Public Schools. You're having a great event coming up with our parents starting at 5, starting right now over administration building, made that announcement already. So thank you so much for joining us today, Trenton Public Schools, and the updates from Sharron Grady, our athletic director, as well as Mary Courtney, our principal of the Trenton Central High School. Thank you so much. God bless you.